Good morning and welcome to Year 4 Maths with me, Miss Dowley. Good morning, nice to see you all, and I'm just going to minimise me. So today, let's start by writing the short date and underlining and the learning objective. I can count forwards and backwards to 30 in steps of 1, 2 and 5. I can estimate and then count a number accurately beyond 10 and underlining that. So here's our first activity. Can you count from 0 to 30? Can you count back from 30 to 0? Can you count in steps of 2 to 30? Can you count backwards in steps of 2 from 30? And can you count in steps of 5 to 30? Pause and try now. How did you do? Did you manage it? So let's recap counting forwards and backwards from any number. So start at 8 and count forwards to 29. Start at 30 and count backwards to 3. Start at 6 and count forwards to 27. Start at 28 and count backwards to 24. Start at 18 and count forwards to 25. Start at 26 and count backwards to 10. Start at 8 and count forwards to 20. Start at 23 and count backwards to 1. Pause now. Okay, can you try all of the above without looking at the number line? So counting in steps of 2. Start at 0 and count in steps of 2 to 30. Start at 30 and count in steps of 2 backwards to 0. Start at 2 and count forwards to 22. Start at 28 and count back in steps of 2 to 6. Start at 4 and count forwards in steps of 2 to 24. Start at 26 and count backwards in steps of 2 to 8. Start at 6 and count forwards in steps of 2 to 20. Pause whilst you try. And again, try all of the above without using your number line. And if any of it is tricky, just keep practicing. You will get it in the end. So yesterday we started looking at steps of 5. So start at 0 and jump along in steps of 5. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And the numbers we landed on are 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So start at 5 and count forwards in steps of 5 to 30. Start at 10 and count forward in steps of 5 to 25. Start at 20 and count forwards in steps of 5 to 30. And start at 15 and count forwards in steps of 5 to 30. Practice counting along the number line in steps of 5 until you feel confident with this. And again, try it without the number line. So if you are feeling confident, give that a go. So now we're going to count backwards in steps of 5. And remember, counting backwards is trickier. So this time we start at 30 and we count back. So 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, 0. And the numbers we landed on are 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5 and 0. Practice counting backwards in steps of 5. Counting backwards is much trickier than counting forwards, and we need to practice it much more. So estimating. Yesterday we practiced estimating and counting how many objects by lining them up into lines of 10 and then counting. So how many apples? Have a try. How many did you think? Oh, I thought there was maybe about 10. Let's see. So I've put them into lines of 10. And you can see I've got 10 here and I've got some extras. So I've got 10, 11, 12. So there was one row of 10 and one row of 2. So altogether there were 12 apples. How did you get on with that, with your estimate and then counting? How many oranges do you think there are? Have an estimate now. Oh, I'm going to say about 12, I think. So how many did you think there were? and then let's put them into a line of 10 and see what we've got left over. So we've got 10 here in this line, and then I've got 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we had a line of 10 and a line of 5. So altogether we had 15 oranges. How close was your estimate to the actual count? Have a look at the strawberries. How many do you think there are? Okay, oh, I think 14. So there's the strawberries. Now we're going to put them into lines of 10. So I've got a line of 10 here, and then I've got these left over. So I've got 10 here, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So a line of 10 and a line of 7. So all together, there are 17 strawberries. How many bananas? Have an estimate now. So I think, oh, 15. Okay, let's see. Oh, we've got a row of 10 here. So here's our 10, and then we've got some left over. So I know I've got 10 there. So that's 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So there were 18 bananas altogether. So we had a row of 10 and a row of 8, and altogether there were 18. I wasn't that close, was I? Because I think I said 14. Oh, okay, there's a lot more this time. How many cookies do you think there are? Oh, okay, I'm going to go 19, I think. Let's have a look. So I put these into lines of 10. So I've got one row of 10, or one line of 10 here. Ah, I've got a second line of 10. So I've got 2 lines of 10, and I've got 2 left over. So I've got 10 here and 10 there. So that's 20, 21, 22. So you can try counting them all together, but if you put them into rows of 10, then you're just practicing your counting in 10. So I was quite a way off with that one, wasn't I? So your last activity, it's the same as yesterday's, because I think you can have a go at trying to practice your estimating and then counting, but this time you'll need up to 30 items. So again, Lego bricks, counters, buttons, whatever you can find. Grab a pile, estimate first how many you think there are, put them into lines of 10, and then count to see how many you had. And you can repeat this with different amounts. Keep practicing your counting out of amounts. When we go above 10, put the items into lines of 10, and this will help your counting and help you in so many areas of maths. Thank you.